Hey everyone, it is Melissa here from Sincerely Creative Mom. We are going to totally make a wreath today out of one of our newest wreath kits. If you're looking for our kits, you can go to learnfrommelissa.com, Melissa, learnfrommelissa.com, and there will be a button there that you can find our wreath kits. So the kit comes with your roll of mesh, your sign, your ribbon for your tails, your ribbon for your bow, the pancake wreath frame, your pipe cleaners, and your zip tie mounts. Okay. Tonight we have another giveaway that I'm going to show you what it is in just a minute. This will be the video for the kit. So this is the kit video. I will try to be as instructional as possible. I am, missing all of you, so I will be a little bit chatty. We're going to cut everything together because we're going to cut measurements just slightly different for the mesh, just because of the way this mesh is. I figure we could just do a little bit longer on the mesh, do a little bit different. So it'll be slightly different than usual. We do have a winner today, someone who was on our text message list and our email list. And I'm going to show you what their box is. So I've been giving away these boxes. We have one. We did one last night. Alice was our lucky winner from last night. I have this one from tonight. It is a practice box of ribbon, okay? It's meant to be something a gift from me to you. It's no charge. You can't buy these boxes. And it's just leftover ribbons, a couple of extra sign extenders, some cutesy pie little earrings from my shop. We have all sorts of different ribbons, Christmas, fall, all the ribbons. It's meant, you can do whatever you want with it, I don't care, but it's meant for you to practice your bow making skills, okay? So I have a winner tonight. I'm going to announce this right before I make the bow for our wreath, so just know that that's there. If you haven't already yet, you can comment the word with the exclamation point and the word notify, and that will tell Facebook to send you notifications when I go live. First and foremost, before we go any further, I'm a talkie, okay? We're going to talkie. So if talkie isn't what you like to do or want to do or up for tonight, then you can watch the replay. It's totally fine. You can fast forward through the parts that we talkie. Okie dokie. Also, I know a lot of you were asking and here with me last night, my daughter's, speaking of talkie, my daughter's neurologist appointment today. I feel like it went pretty good. We do have some journaling to do, a little heavier than what I thought we were doing. Number one. Number two, we're waiting for an MRI and an orbit brain MRI. We're waiting for the appointment for that. So that'll be our next step. So we're going good. The notify is the exclamation point first. So the exclamation point first and then the word notify. Also, right before we get started, just so that you know, we do have our Wreath Wish class starting next Monday. So we're on the countdown. This class is all about learning how to perfect or learn more about matching your colors for a wreath, matching your patterns for a wreath, pairing together and synchronizing all the supplies for a wreath. We have several videos in there. There are bow tutorials in there already. Coordinating the ribbons was one video for the bow. Creating the bow, the extra large bow, was another video. We're going to get more into depth into the class next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It is a virtual class. If you haven't joined yet, you can still join. It's wreathwish.com. I think that's good. All right, we're going to get started. Okay, so this box, I'm not going to tell you until a little bit later, but this is the box that's open for tonight. I'm going to set this right here so y'all can still see it. Okay, and then for tonight, we're also going to be using, or for today, for this kit, we're going to be using the 14-inch. Okay, so I'm going to take away the sign extender and the 10-inch. The kit, the mesh that we're using, could typically, if you're making a pancake wreath, it'll be enough for the 14-inch frame and the 10-inch frame. Today we're going to use a little bit longer mesh today just for something a little tiny bit different. So you won't technically have enough for both, but you are more than welcome to use the pancake recipe, and therefore you'll have enough for the 14-inch and the 10-inch. That's number one. Number two, if you're looking for tips on how to cut your mesh to get it from fraying, some extra tips, how to identify your ribbons for the kits, etc. You can, there's a video in our YouTube, and it says cutting instructions. It's actually for an Easter kit, but those instructions as far as learning a couple tips on how to get your mesh to fray a little bit less, cutting your ribbons and that sort of thing, preparing your sign, that's a great video to watch. Okay, you ready? I can't even see you yet. I haven't even seen, that's why I haven't been greeting anyone. I can't see your comments yet, so let me get you going here and I can see you. So don't forget, we talkie here. If tonight isn't the night you want to talkie, it's okay. You can watch the replay. There we are. Hey, Angie Dunkel. Hi, Ellen, Olga, Felicia, Donna, and everyone. Y'all are all here. All right. This is a kit, and it still is available. I'm going to move this. It still is available. I'm going to move this over here. You can find it in our Etsy shop. Again, if you go to learnfrommelissa.com. Angie, will you type that in, learnfrommelissa.com, and then I can post it, please? Y'all, it's been a long day. Okay, let's set this aside because we're not going to use this one today. We are going to cut together because it was going to be a little bit different. I thought maybe we could do this together on purpose. Awesome, Bonnie. Yes, Kathy, me too. Me too. All right, let's get this cut. This is really easy. So when you get your ribbon for us from the kit in the kits, it's folded and wrapped just like this, okay? It typically is 14 inches. Just make sure. As long as it's close to 15 inches, just go ahead and cut. Just go ahead and cut. 14 inches is the goal. What I don't want you to do is to spend individual time cutting one by one by one. It's really not necessary. Cut them all at once if you can. Get yourself a really good scissors. I fold these in half and cut 6 at a time. Okay, scissors is great, great, great. Emma, I'm hoping y'all stay safe from all those stinky tornadoes. I know Tammy was having... She was good, but in her area they were having trouble. Hey, Sabrina. Hey, Jean. Hey, everyone. But I think your beige welcome sign was, well, but I think your made a beige welcome sign wasn't on your... Mary Ellen, do you have a little bit more detail? I don't remember a beige welcome sign. Hey, Sandy. Yes, and actually, Sandy, you got a treat because tonight we're not actually making a pancake wreath. We are going to use the frame, but it's going to be a teeny tiny little bit fluffier. Teeny tiny little bit. Hey, Edna. Hi, Bonnie. Jerry. I probably got to watch where I'm cutting instead of watching the comments. Okay, let's pay attention, Melissa. Oh, I see you. Hi, Susan. Okay, so we're going to get our ribbons cut. So for this kit, again, this is a kit. It was available when we first went live. It has been selling all day. So I'm just going to cut there, put my scissors right there in the center, and just going to cut. And then I keep them all together, kind of make sure I line them up a little bit, and then get that going. Cut it, cut on the fold up towards the edge. There we go. A lot of damage. Trees fell in cars, houses. Oh, thank God no one's hurt, Cindy. That is the important part. Ooh. Hey, Nola. Y'all, what is going on? 2 nights in a row. I know. It's crazy. This is a cute kit. I love the heart. So I went with the stripes, the stripes, the stripes. I brought those stripes through, y'all. That is, again, something we're going to be talking about in the wreath wish class. When it's appropriate, when it's too much, when patterns could be paired together and that would be too busy. We want to make sure we leave this class with a really good understanding on when and what to do, so you feel a little bit more comfortable making those sort of choices. And even if, I was telling everybody last night, even if y'all wanted to just be nosy, just to understand how and why I do things, it's going to be a really great class. So I'm taking my favorite. I always take my favorite and put it on the top. We talked about already in the class. There's a couple videos that are already in there. We talked about ribbons and how I choose and why I choose them. We talked about why I put certain ribbons on the top. Always very important to understand what, not, you can see how, but the why will help in your designing on a regular, everyday basis. She did have a neurologist appointment today. We're just waiting for an MRI appointment now. So everything is pointed into looking like it's going to be okay. I don't want to say just ocular migraines, but that's better than anything else bad, right? So we just want to make sure, doctor just wants to make sure, so we're waiting for that to happen. So that was just this afternoon, late this afternoon. So hopefully tomorrow we get to talk to someone and make an actual appointment. The weather, it's rainy here. Hey, Pat. It's rainy here. Hopefully we don't lose power, because, that seems to always happen. So anyway, I do prep at the beginning. Usually I prep ahead of time, but since this is the kit, sometimes I like to make sure it's all in one video. Usually I'll reference back to that video I was talking about earlier, just because it makes the kit videos go a little bit quicker. But sometimes it's nice to see. I'm not freezing on my end. Are you guys free? Is it freezing on your end? First day back after vacation was quick. I spent time this morning at the boutique where I sell wreaths, kind of talking to them about some upcoming things. So I was there late, and then we had to leave early to get the kids out of school early. I had ocular migraines. They were scary, but good now. Well, that's really good to hear. Yeah, okay. I'm not. So maybe who was freezing, try going back out and coming back in. And tomorrow in Southeast Michigan, we're supposed to get snow. I'm in Southeast, well, kind of in Southeast Michigan still. All right. So typically, so this is a kit, okay? It's available in our Etsy shop. Typically, I cut our mesh at 20 inches. I'm going to cut a little bit longer. I just want to see one thing first. I just want to see one thing. Yeah, I'm going to cut a little bit longer just so that I have the opportunity to kind of curl these ends, okay? Don't forget, we do have a winner of tonight. As soon as we get to the bow, we'll be talking about who is underneath that. Okay, let's get myself together here and get less pieces that I have to move around. Okay, let's get our pipe cleaners in. I'm really actually excited to use this mesh. This is going to be the first time. Hey, Jack Crow. This is going to be the first time I use this sort of mesh, the lined mesh. This is going to be the first time I've used that mesh. Hold on just a second. Just make sure we're still going here. There we go. Okay, we're going to take our pipe cleaners. Hey, Barb. And we're going to add them into the zip tie. Into the frame, exactly where the frame tells us. Okay, exactly where the frame tells us, we're going to add our pipe cleaners. Okay. So right where the notch is and the hole, I'm going to pull that through. Now, one tricky thing that I am doing, And it's a little detail, but it's a big detail in the end. What I am doing is I put that pipe cleaner right through there, perfect. Pull it through to where the notch is, perfect. What I'm going to do is I'm going to twist that pipe cleaner right where the notch is. So not in the notch, but on top of the notch. Awesome, Nancy. We do have a couple of these kits left. Hi, Hilda. So I'm going to do that the same on both sides. So I'm going to tie it close to the notch here, and I'm going to tie it close to the notch there. So what it's going to do is, in the end, it's going to offer me a little bit more separation here between the layers. And that way, when I put the layers in, they won't be directly on top of each other. We're going to let them separate just a little bit. So that'll help us. Hey, Kim, that'll help us. When we're looking for those really pretty layers that help dramatically in the end. Hey, Rosa. Y'all, if you got my text, let me know. I know our Sandy, if you go to melskits.com, listen, I got a URL for everything. If you go to melskits.com, it'll bring you directly to our section on Etsy that has our current kits. Kim got our text. Melissa, Gina, y'all are in the good. Yolanda, Jesse, awesome. Okay, this is ready. Let's prepare our sign, and then we'll be able to put those things away and not lose things like I have already done. Anybody see another one of these that I can't see? No? Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, lots of you are getting my text. I sent a text, Wendy, that said I was going live tonight. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, your kit comes with 2 of the zip tie mounts. I'm going to add a teensy tiny little bit of glue here. If I can get it out of there with my hands that don't want to work. Teensy tiny. And I'm going to put it right over there. And I'm going to take this one. What was the website to sign up to win stuff? You want to be on our text message list and our email list. You can go to learnfrommelissa.com and make sure you're signed up on both of those. All the information is there. Okay. If you go to melskits.com, it's actually a share and save link. So if you use the melskits.com, it actually saves me money from Etsy if you use that direct link. Okay, it's like $4, I think. So it saves. Always trying to think ahead to make the best of my business. All right, I can't find the other clamps. Let me grab another one. What I'm going to do is, so I added that little bit of DAP Rapid glue to the back here. And then while I'm creating the actual wreath, I'm just going to take these are pretty good clamps. I actually have to use the leverage of the table to open it just because I'm not really strong enough to open them. But what it does is just helps it clamp together and helps it dry while I'm working and making the rest of the wreath. And so that when I'm ready to put the sign on, it'll be ready for me. I'm missing scissors here. Goodness. That's what happens when you have a dirty table. Okay? So now my sign is ready for me, and I don't have to worry about, Lynn just got the kit before it's all awesome. So that's ready. That's ready. What I'm going to do is cut our mesh. Take a breath, Melissa. Y'all. Hey girl, what kind of glue are you using on this one? Yeah, DAP Rapid. It's DAP is the brand. Rapid Fuse is the kind. It says fast curing gel adhesive. Okay. Right now, I'm just on Facebook. I am recording ahead. So after it will be on YouTube as well. All right. So let's get this cut. Now, typically I cut 20 inches. Typically. We're going to cut just for fun, let's say 27. I know that's totally different, right? Let's cut 27. 27. I'm cutting 27 inches so that I can roll the ends of this mesh. Remember, I've never used this particular mesh before. It's nice and thick. Okay, but we have stripes that are going up and down, and so that mesh that goes this way, it's going to fray a little bit more than if it was all going sideways, okay? So I cut it a little bit longer so that, I'm liking the stripes too. I cut it a little bit longer so that I can roll the ends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go ahead and cut the rest of these so I can get it out of the way. I'm going to roll it a little, what are my words? Cut it a little bit longer so that I can roll the ends. It's just going to give it a little bit different look. Oh yeah, 24 inches is good. So I've even done 30 inches. I don't really think it needs the extra 3 inches, although this is going to leave us with just a little tiny bit left. So you can totally do that. Or you can use what's left on this roll for the sign extender. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. All right. So there's plenty here to use for a sign extender, right? Just something different. All right. That mesh is going to be for the inside. This mesh is going to be for the outside. Hey, Anita. Okay. Let's get these out of the way. There we go. We're all good. Don't forget, we do have a winner tonight. I will let you know who that is just before we make our bow. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll this end, okay, 2 or 3 times, and I'm going to scrunch up the center. Don't worry, next time I'll spread it out so y'all can see it a little bit better. I'm going to roll that center, or scrunch the center, and roll the other side. This is nice and thick. So you want to make sure you're getting it as small as possible. Now, I didn't do a very good job, so don't look at that one. I'm going to put it in there anyway and hope for the best. And then on the next one, I'm going to make sure I'm doing it a little bit. Hey, Deanna. Doing a little bit tighter, okay? All right. Let's try that again. Okay? Oh, Anita, it's okay. You'll make a birthday wreath. It'll be beautiful. Okay, I'm going to curl up the end. So I'm just going to kind of fold that in and curl it. Because this is going to fray. That mesh that are the pieces that go long ways, it's going to fray. It's going to come out of there. You just cut it. It's going to happen, okay? So I'm going to try to conceal it a little bit and curl it in. Okay, like 2 times. And then I'm going to try to ruffle right up the center as best as I can. Yeah, Donna, let's try to do that this week for sure. Let's try to do that this week for sure. I'm trying to go live every single day, so let's try to do that for sure. Okay, and now let's curl in the other side. Do the exact same thing. This is just helping me conceal, camouflage, hide, whatever you want to say, those ends, because now you see you can't see that fraying, although I'm pretty sure it's for sure for sure fraying in there, but you can't see it. Okay, I'm going to put that right next to us here. Nice and solid. Okay. We're going to keep moving on. Roll it in. Now, I could have done this on the 20-inch. I could have. Just would have been not as fluffy, obviously, but I figured, why not? Right? Why not? Curl that in. It is like a royal blue. It's really, really pretty. Really super pretty. It's, it looks sparkling, doesn't it? It's just shiny foil. So it looks like it's sparkling. Yes, you could for sure cut it at 30 inches, absolutely. Melissa, I think we've only done the 3.0 in the Creative Carbs class. I think. Nice and tight. Listen, it is not fun, I know, because it's my fingers are like the worst, right? And this gets pretty thick, but do your best with this mesh to do it nice and thick. So now this is a kit, okay? You can make this however you want, right? You don't necessarily have to do it this way. You can do it however you want. Just to be something fun, something different, I figured we could do it this way. Oh yeah, the red and white would be beautiful for Christmas. Great also for Patriotic. Great also for Valentine's Day. Hey, Teresa. Hey, someone reached out to me. She's a good friend. She's a follower, good friend. She's been to all of our events. I don't think she wants me to share her name, but if we could just keep a special gal. She's got some medical stuff going on. I know her personally. I've met her and spent some time with her. She's just going through a rough patch, okay? So her first initial, I'll just say her first, it's not Tammy, not our Tammy Hodges. It's not Tammy. But her first initial does start with a T. If y'all could, when you're sending out your extra special positive stuff, if we could just keep our sweet follower, T, we're just going to call her T. Her name isn't T, but we're going to just call her T. In your thoughts, I would really appreciate it. She just needs some extra love, for sure. Hey, Celeste! Yeah, I just found the missing one that I was looking for. Okay, let's pause here for a second. We do have our winner coming up as soon as I have my bow done. We're going to put on, so we put a layer of mesh on the outside twist ties. We're going to put our layer of ribbon on the outside. We're going to put our mesh on the inside, our ribbons on the inside. We're going to announce our winner. We're going to make our bow, attach our sign. So that's our plan from here. Yes, thank you all very much. I appreciate that very, very much. She's extra sweet gal, hosting some of these events. You get to see people, touch them, hug them, get to know people a little bit more, and you feel a real strong connection. Especially this gal has been to all my events so far, and I just want to send a little extra. Kathy, I think because it's new. So it's something different. Okay, so for this step, we're taking our ribbon. All right, I'm not going to spread it out just yet. I'm putting it in. I'm not going to spread it out just yet. I'm just going to put it in, time around, and then we'll go around We'll go around and take them. We'll spread them all out at the same time. Oh, thank you all so, so much. I really do appreciate it. I really, really do appreciate it. Okay, so we have 2 ribbons, 2.5 inches wide, cut 14 inches long. So that part of the recipe did stay the same. 2 ribbons, 2.5 inches wide, 14 inches long. That did stay the same. All we did was make it a little bit thicker on the mesh. A little different. A little different. Hey, Jeannie, I sent a text tonight too, so if you're on our text message, you should get, I should have gotten a message tonight. Y'all, tomorrow I will be recording a bonus for our Wreath Wish class. So part of our class is talking about matching supplies, color matching, pattern pairing, and supply matching. So we're going to make I'm going to record a wreath behind the scenes, and it'll be teaching again all about the whole design, how and why I picked out the supplies that I picked out for it. So I'm really excited for that. Again, that'll be recorded tomorrow and uploaded tomorrow into our Wreath Wish group. Y'all, if you haven't joined yet, there is some homework in there already, some videos in there. Some of the bonus videos are already in there. So already have some stuff going on that you can enjoy. So if you haven't joined yet, you can check us out at wreathwish.com. It's right here at the top, wreathwish.com. Love, love. Super great. Love to be teaching. Super happy. I'm going to take off the rest of these. I don't, it's not important to take it off, but just for the sake of teaching and for the sake of just getting it out of the way, I'm just going to go ahead and take those off. So all I did was twist it about 6 or 7 times. Denise is in as of today. Awesome. 6 or 7 times. And I'm just cutting off that excess just because I don't need it. Does the blue and white, a question for the Wreath Wish class, does the blue and white stripes mesh and ribbon because of the edges of the sign? Kim, that's a great question for the class. And the kits that I've just pulled and put together will also be doing a review of how and why I picked the supplies that match. So this will be part of that. So it'll be part of the class. Diane signed up today. Awesome. Okay, so from here, same thing. All I'm going to do, like I normally do, I push that in and push it down. Push it in, push it down. Okay, lifting it up and down, lifting it side to side. Perfect. I want to be able to see all of our ribbons, up and down, side to side. Okay. Now, this is a little bit fluffier than normal, so it's going to be a little bit lifted. It's totally okay. Push it in, push it down. Lift up and down. Hey, Jet Crow. Up and down. Jet, I don't know why. I cannot say your first name without your last name. I mean, I can when I'm seeing you and touching you, but when I say your name, like when I see you here, it's always Jet Crow. I don't know. It's the coolest name. I'm looking forward to my British goodies too. I'm super excited. Man, I got so many things going on. The summer's gonna fly by so fast. Okay, push it in, push it down. Lift up and down this way, side to side. Put it where you want it. Up and down this way, side to side. Brady, so far the appointment did go good today. Just some normal physical tests. We are waiting for an appointment for the MRI. Hopefully should have an appointment date by tomorrow. So hopefully things will move along. So you really want to make sure when you're at, whether it's this style, the pancake style, whatever, if you're putting ribbon tails in, you want to make sure that you are making that ribbon do what you want it to do. You want that ribbon to pull apart. Like I have two ribbons here. I want to see both, right? So I want to make sure I'm pulling that up and down. I want to make sure I'm pulling that side to side so that when I let go of it, I can now see both instead of just one, right? I want to see both. I don't want to see one. So, and also not only do I not want to see one, when I let go of it, I don't want those two ribbons to be like, that's not the way we want to be. We want to be on top of each other. So we, they sneak. We want to make sure that we're really pulling them apart up and down and side to side to make sure we're doing the best we can to keep them separate. Hey, Brian, it's going good, darling. How are you? It's going real good. Up and down, side to side. Okay, perfect. Now, looks real good, easy around the eyes, around the whole outside perimeter. Perfect. We're going to go in one more time with our mesh right on top. So let me just pull those pipe cleaners out. They got a little hidden in there. Let me just pull those out because I'm going to make sure I go right on top. I don't want to move anything away. I just want to make sure I can get right to my pipe cleaners. Hey, Patty. I know, this is so bright. This blue here has got me this year. I'm traditionally a navy blue, red and white kind of girl, but this year, this blue, so nice. Hey, Paula, well, I'm glad you're here. I'm wearing, which you can't see, I'm wearing my super cool headband. I'm all about the pink headbands lately. Okay, let me get this little guy out of the way. Okay, don't forget, we do have a winner. We're going to tell everybody who that winner is just before we make our bow. All right, we're going to do the same thing here and put it in this, okay? If you're just joining for the first time, I forget my words sometimes. It's fine. I just forget them. It's okay. Okay, roll it a little bit. Our mesh is cut 27 inches this time. A little tiny different. 27 inches, just allowing a little bit for me to curl that in. If you're just joining for the very first time, you've never saw us before, I encourage you to, say hello. Let everybody know that you're new. So many people here. Great followers. So nice. They're all helpful. So if you've asked a question and I didn't answer it, they are all very willing and happy to help. Look how pretty that is. I'm digging that for sure. Notice I put the second part, remember I cut the first 6 and they went on the outside. The second 6 I set aside because I wanted to put them on the inside. Now, these are just a little bit more coiled. They're closer to the inside of that roll. And so they're coiled a little bit more. So they're going to stay a little more, spiraled. I don't know if that's the word. Hey, Ellen, for the first time. Welcome, Ellen. So when I put them down in there, they don't have to spread apart. I'm okay that they don't, because they don't have to. Right? On the outside, I do want them to spread apart a little bit so that I can make sure, they're spreading out here this way. And then again, we're just making sure those little curls kind of happen so that it hides the fraying in there. Awesome, Cindy. We did have a couple of these kits left. See, we have great. And I don't want anybody, trust me when I say I am always watching the comments. I have a couple of helpers also behind the scenes. We are always watching for comments that are especially rude. We're trying to be helpful and answer questions, but anybody that is being rude or, especially rude to another follower, I don't even give it a thought anymore. I just I just ban people. That's not what we're about. So if someone is being rude to you, you know, they're not going to be around for very long. That's not how we do things here. If you have a question, just like I tell my daughter all the time, if you have a question, probably means somebody else has the same question. And so we're going to welcome all questions, right? We have another one. Welcome, Shay, for the first time. Hi, Ann from Ohio. Is all the mesh cut the same side? Maybe size. Yes, this is all 27 inches each. 27. Oops, just got rid of them. Okay, here we are. Okay, this is the video for the kit. So you'll see it right now on Facebook. You'll also see it uploaded to YouTube in just a little bit, so that you have, you know, both spots will be available. I'm going to, again, put that right down in there on the top. So I get everything out of the way there. Nice and safe. Now, again, you don't have to do this recipe. If you are looking through the videos here on Facebook or on YouTube, there are other videos that are instructional, that are for the pancake style wreath. You know, you're more than welcome to use that recipe for sure. I just thought tonight we'd do something a little tiny bit different. Ellen, if you go to Mel's Kits, melskits.com, M-E-L-S, my name is Melissa, M-E-L-S-K-I-T-S, melskits.com. It'll bring you directly to the section in our shop that has our kits. So everything that we have available, you'll be able to see there. Yes, I'm pretty sure Deco had this mesh. I order in bulk from my supplier, so I don't order one at a time, but I'm pretty sure Deco had this one. I know they had a stripe. I'm not sure if it was this stripe. Now, once the ribbon gets in there, I'm going to try not to touch it until the end. Okay, I'm going to try not to touch that mesh or the ribbon until the end, because I'm going to keep touching it. It's going to keep moving. As I put in the next layer, as I put in the next thing, those ribbons are going to keep moving. So now think about time, right? If I want to make 3 wreaths tonight, not on this live, but if I want to make 3 wreaths tonight, if I keep, you know, touching the ribbon and moving around, and then also do it one more time before I take the pictures, I may as well just do it one time at the end, right? Okay, this is a little fluffier. Again, you don't have to do it 27 inches, but I figured it would be a little bit different. Not this time, Kim. Not this time. I'm rolling it a little bit so that I can hide the fraying, because this mesh, because of those vertical lines that are going through it, that mesh does fray a little bit more. So I cut it a little bit longer so that I could roll both of those edges so that the fraying would not appear. You wouldn't be able to see, oh, that mesh is fraying. So we just eliminated that by kind of camouflaging it. Right up the center. Yeah, you can use this for any type, for any. Yeah, this is just a different. We are using the pancake frame tonight, and so I just wanted to show you. You know, you don't have to only make the pancake wreath on our frames. You could do anything. If someone buys your kit, can they put it in their Etsy shop? You're saying you want to buy the kit, turn around, not you necessarily, buy the kit, turn around and put the same kit in the Etsy shop? I mean, I don't know if that would be the right thing to do, but once you purchase it, I guess you could do whatever you want with it. That is so pretty. That is so pretty. You can do this on any mesh. Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. It might not give you the same look if it's a different quality mesh. It might not give you the same look, but yes, you can totally do that. Hey, Ravenna. Make the wreath and put it. Oh, yes, absolutely, Denise. You should be doing that. If you're a wreath maker and you're buying kits, then absolutely, unless you're giving it away. I know a lot of folks buy our kits and, they're making the wreaths for themselves and for their own front door. And some gal today, she bought 3. In fact, I think it was 3 of this kit. And I, always message when I see more than one of the same kit. I always send a message like, just want to make sure before we send it, this is what you intended to do. And she said, yeah, she's going to make one for herself and one for both of her sisters. Love it. But yeah, if you are a wreath maker and you sell wreaths, then yeah, absolutely, you can totally sell them. For sure. Hey, Tana, welcome. Yeah, for sure. Now, we had a kit for Valentine's Day that had the heart, just like this, and it had stripes, very similar to this. Not only did the kit sell out crazy fast, but I kept 3 wreaths for myself to sell because Valentine's Day, for whatever reason, sells super hot at the boutique, and all 3, 2 sold on Etsy and 1 sold in the boutique, all 3 of the wreaths. So I don't know, I always thought like polka dots were like the thing, but I don't know if it's stripes. I don't know. Who knows? We will have more kits coming up tomorrow as well. So tomorrow I have a bonus video happening for the Wreath Wish class. Couple more kits coming out. Lots and lots of stuff going on. Aw, Lynn, I love that. I love that. Yeah, I believe this one is... You wait too long. This one's sold out. Aw. I believe this one was $48 and change plus shipping. Yeah, I know we had a couple of different kits in there, but this one was the one we were making tonight. I know the lime one, the lime kit that we had, it said something like just add tequila or something. That one sold out pretty quick. That one was fun. melskits.com. Just remember, y'all, anything you need from us, you can always go to learnfrommelissa.com. Just always remember that. Learnfrommelissa.com. MELISSA. Learnfrommelissa.com. Should have all the things y'all need. All the things you need. Always. You can always see that. I do have different URLs that'll direct you to all the different places, but always, always learnfrommelissa.com should have all the things you need. Hey, Patricia. So if you go, it's like a directory. If you go to learnfrommelissa.com, it's like a directory. There's the link for the Wreath Wish class. There's the direct link for the pancake frame, which we're making this one on. And a little bit fuller, but definitely the pancake frame. I don't know, Pamela. I'm watching it, and so I don't see it freezing. It might be on your end. Even if I didn't add the bow, look at how cute that is. That is stinking cute. Okay, as promised, I said before we make the bow, we will give away the box for tonight. We did give away one already last night, and so we have one for tonight. Let me pull it back out here. Before we still have to make our bow and attach the sign, but let's just do this first. Yes, it looks so good. So what I have here is, I call it a box of practice ribbon. So it's all sorts of different ribbons, okay? It's all sorts. We have black, we have red and white, we have some fall, some stripes, we have more fall. Let's see, this looks like more Christmas. Oh, Easter, some ribbon, or bunny ribbon, some lemons. Y'all, it's just a mix. It's not anything particular. It's just a mix. Some 2.5 inch, some 1.5 inch, some pumpkins. I see this one over here that I totally love. This snowman. It's all just a mix of ribbon. It's never been used. It's just the ends of the ribbons that, you know, I have left over that I just save and put in boxes. So this is not for sale. You cannot buy it. I'm giving these away. Our person last night won. Her name was Alice, and she was on our text message list and our email list, and she opens our emails. So she won our box from last night. So we have another one for tonight. We'll have one tomorrow night, which is Wednesday. We'll have one Thursday. Thursday will probably be during the day. We'll have one Friday. We'll have one for the weekend. Don't forget our class starting Monday. Okay? Our class starting Monday. So the countdown is on. It's wreathwish.com. Wreathwish.com right here. Wreathwish.com. It is all about matching your colors for a wreath, matching your patterns for a wreath, matching your supplies overall for a wreath. We do have a couple of videos in there already talking about color matching, pattern matching. We have some homework in there for you. Not that you have to participate, but it's mostly to get your creative juices kind of going, thinking along the lines how I think. Y'all, I've never used a color wheel in my entire life. That's not necessarily how I learn. And so I want to teach you the way I learn. I want to give you the confidence to be able to make choices and pull supplies or purchase supplies to make your wreaths, and just make sure your confidence is there and what you're pulling, what you're creating, how you can envision it in your head before you even get it into your wreath. So this is a 3-day class. It's all virtual. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Monday we're going over colors and patterns. Tuesday we're going over florals, greenery, and supplies. And Wednesday is the Q&A. The class will be monitored live. Okay. After the lives are over, the I can't even think of the word. The group won't be monitored. So although you can watch the replays after the fact, the where you can get me to answer questions and be active and involved is being there and watching the live. So I'm super, super excited about it. Of course, you know, we talk about all the different details while we're in the creative coaching group and coaching. Sometimes that can make those lives go, you know, long. I'm known to be long-winded, clearly. And so I'm super excited to be teaching a class specifically for color coordinating, pattern pairing, and supply synchronization. It starts Monday. It's all virtual. Again, that is wreathwish.com. Okay, wreathwish.com. Now, today's winner, the lives are, it's Eastern time. The lives for class are Eastern time, 7:30 to 9:30. Eastern time, 7:30 to 9:30. My text number is, let me zoom in here. So this is the website for the class, wreathwish.com. If you type this right now in the comments, Facebook should send you notifications when I go live. It's the exclamation point and the word notify. they should send you notifications when I go live. My phone number, if you have any questions, if you need something, if you need direction, whatever it is, you can text me. It's 810-498-2310. And again, that directory that I was talking about, you can join our email list there. You can join our text message list there. It has all of our social medias. It has the link for the Wreath Wish class. It has a list of our favorite suppliers, a list of our favorite tools, certain videos. It has everything you could need from us. That's learnfrommelissa.com. Okay? So tonight's winner, tonight's Tuesday night winner, is Christine Waller from Delaware. Christine Waller from Delaware. Okay? Christine Waller from Delaware. You are the winner of this box. Again, you can do whatever you want with the ribbon. I don't care. I want you to, though. If sometimes, and when I say practice your bows, you're like, well, I just bought all this ribbon. I don't want to practice with it. Well, this is what this is meant to be. You can't buy these boxes. They are not for sale. I'm just gifting them to someone who is on our text message list, on our email list, and who opens our emails. Okay, that's the key there. So Christine Waller from Delaware is the winner for tonight. There you are! Hey! Congratulations! Christine, will you text me your address? Christine, I'm so excited you're here! That is so fun. That is so fun. How awesome. Okay, so text me your address. Text me your address. I picked someone at random, somebody who I check and make sure that they are on our text message list and on our email list. Christine happened to be on both when I pulled up her name, and so she was the winner for tonight. So make sure you were on both of those things. Okie dokie artichoke, let's make a bow. Let's make a bow. And then, oh, here it is. Man, I got such a busy table. I'm like, I don't even know where my bow is. No, this thing. Christine, that's so awesome. Congratulations. That is fun. Oh. Okay, so let's add our pipe cleaners. Let's add our pipe cleaners here. Now, I don't put names through any of those, things, the websites or whatever to win. You just got to trust me. I just scroll through with my eyes closed even, and I'm all by myself. I don't know. It's just how I do it. Scroll through, and whatever my finger stops, I just check that person to make sure I scroll through in our text message list, and I scroll through, and once I find someone, I just go to our email and make sure they are on our email list. If they are on both, then that's the winner for tonight. I will say the first person I landed on tonight was not, they were on our text message list. They weren't on our email list. So I went to the next person. I just tried it again. So anyway, you should try the balloon thing when you announce the winner. Oh yeah. Oh no, I can't do it here because I'm not on my phone. It only does it when I'm on my phone. Okay, let's do this. We're going to start with our flag ribbon on the bottom. Let me just make sure we're recording here. Okay, flag ribbon goes on the bottom. I'm so excited that you're here. That makes me so excited. All right, here we go. 2.5 inch ribbon, 7 inches on the tail, 6 inches on the loop. Do you just send me a text so that I can help you better? I'll see the text messages tomorrow and I'll go through them and help. I can help you that way. Okay, because it's just me. I can't figure it out. It could be that you entered in your email address wrong. It's possible. Okay. Loop. Twist. Loop. I'm just going to kind of eyeball this here a little bit. Pinch. Twist. Loop. Again, if you're looking for anything from us, you can go to that directory, learnfrommelissa.com, and it has everything there for you. It has where you can sign up for our email, where you can sign up for our text message. It has all the things. Hey, Beverly. Twist. So I started with the tail, made my first loop, pinch, twist, made my second loop, pinch, twist, made my third loop, pinch and twist so that I can always see that top of that ribbon. It's always so pretty. Marlena, thank you very much for helping, dear. I really appreciate that. Now, every layer of this bow has 2 loops on one side, 2 tails on the other side, and 1 loop. Okay? So I'm going to just put those in, and every time I put the next layer in, I'm going to make sure I alternate those loops. So the next layer, my loops will go on this side. The next layer of my loops will go on this side. I hope I'm not, Tammy, I hope I'm not in any bad line. Yeah, the phone number, you can find my phone number, you can find the email address, everything you can find at learnfrommelissa.com. Always, always. Okay. Now, so for my next layer, I went with a more royal blue. Okay. The ribbon so the ribbon comes pre-cut just like this for the bow. These are 4.5 feet. And you'll see I will have leftovers with some of them. And it gets a little bit longer, but every ribbon is 4.5 feet. Okay, tail, loop. Again, we get a little bit smaller here, just a little bit. Pinch. Thank you, Christine. Pinch. Pull it apart. Twist. Loop. Pinch. Twist. Loop. Pinch and twist. Christine, yours will go out tomorrow with our orders for tomorrow. Erin is always really on top of our shipping. Okay. Now all I'm doing is making sure I'm making layers out of our bow. Okay. Making layers out of our bow. So you see the flag, the plaid, the flag, the plaid. Okay, so I keep going that all the way around. Oh, I cut that one a little bit too short. It's okay. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. Now, I'm going to use this as my layer, and I'm going to take my polka dots. Now I'm going to have it plaid, polka dots, plaid, polka dots, plaid, polka dots. So make sure every layer, as I build it, you can see the last layer. So I'm putting the next layer in between the last layer. Okay? So, a little bit longer. Or not longer, a little bit shorter. Sorry, a little bit shorter. A little bit shorter. Pinch. Twist. Loop. Pinch. Twist. Loop. Pinch. Twist. Tail. 2 loops. So I'm going to put the 2 loops over here on this side. 2 loops. Now this is coming apart. It's been a while since I kind of hammered those in. Again, don't forget, I do have something huge, super big, super, super, super duper big that I hope I am able to tell you on Thursday. Something super big. So make sure if you see me live Thursday, hopefully I have some good news for you. Okay. And then my last layer. Now, my last layer. So, time out for a second. So, I want to point out something. Okay. I want to point out the fact that here we have a real pretty royal bright blue, bright blue, bright blue. Okay. See all those? And bright blue. I want to point out specifically here is a navy blue. It's not quite deep navy, but it is definitely darker than everything else I have going on in the majority of the supplies here. So we're going to talk about in class why it's okay in certain situations, right? It's not always okay, but we're going to talk about why it's okay in certain situations. So even little details and why I do the things that I do, or why I think this was okay, why I think that was not okay. Those are the things we're going to talk about in class, okay? So tail, a little tiny loop. This is about 3 inches. So our top layer is a little different, 3 inches. Pinch. Twist, loop, pinch, twist, loop. So far, Pat, the appointment went good. I feel like it went good. It didn't sound like, any bad news. We are going to do an orbit MRI so she can get a better look at her brain, just to, make sure everything's okay in there, and then take it from there. So I'm going to go this 2 loops are going to go over here. Is the red and white polka dot a satin ribbon? It is, no, it's not a satin ribbon. Okay. Same thing. Go over here. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go there. Okay. All right. I'm going to take my last pipe, not my last pipe cleaner, one of my last pipe cleaner, my pipe cleaner, and put my fingers through here. Now, I use a easy bow maker because I have super bad carpal tunnel. Super bad carpal tunnel. I can't hold my hands really tight for long periods of time. It's just how things go. So I have to use this. I love making the layers in my hand. I love having that control. I love having that, I don't know. I just love doing it that way. But I can't hold on to one, much less all the layers of my bow. So I have to use this. So I use the Easy Bow Maker, maybe not the way it's intended, but the way it helps me create. Everybody's way of creating looks different. However you do it is great. Okay? Totally great. What kind of wooden bow maker? Oh, it's an Easy Bow Maker. Easy Bow Maker. You can find them over at CoachMelSupplies.com. Lily, this is on the pancake frame, but it's a little bit thicker than a pancake wreath tonight. Take my pipe cleaner and attach. I am smushing my bow. Again, it's the way I can do it with my crazy hands here. Okay. Then before I go any further, I'm going to make sure I have all my tails cut. Just to make sure, because I always forget once it's in. Perfect. Now, here's why I have my pipe cleaner. I'm going to move my little tiny loop up to the center so I can kind of wiggle that through to hide it. And then really move those ribbons kind of back in place where they were. Right before I lifted it off the bow maker. Love the way that turned out. Super cute. Now, the longest part of your bow is that first layer, the tails of your first layer. That's the longest part of your bow. So wherever you're going to decide to put your bow, usually I try to make sure the longest layer is not going in towards the sign, right? I don't want it to cover it up, right? So if I can make the longest part of my bow coming off towards the edge, that's what I try to do. Okay. Kind of make sure I get this going right here. I'm just going to put this off to the side a little bit. I do have two exposed pipe cleaners here, and I'm going to use my bow kind of right off to that edge. Okay, that's the plan. And then I'll go through at the very end and make all of our tails, my ribbon tails, look nice. Okay, so from here, I'm just going to move this right in as best as I can. Hi, Ruth. So again, not a pancake wreath. We'll go over the measurements right before we're done just to recap, but not a pancake wreath. Slightly thicker, still super duper pretty. Totally love it. Thank you, Maria. Thank you. This was a kit. I'm being told it is sold out. We will have more different kits coming tomorrow or Thursday. Just make sure where we're at here. Again, putting that right through hey Stephanie, put that right through the mesh. When I'm putting my sign in, I'm not moving any of the mesh out of the way. It's a pain in the booty to get your pipe cleaner through all those layers of mesh sometimes, but it helps keep your everything in place. It helps keep your sign where you want it to go. It helps keep the mesh where it is. It helps do all those things. Just wiggling it through. Are you, I gotta know because I'm nosy. Are you a stripe person or are you a polka dot person? Are you stripes? If you had to choose one, are you stripes or polka dots? Inquiring minds want to know. Will they be patriotic? We have two patriotics still to come. We have another bee one to come. We have a summer one. Hey Janet, how are you, dear? Okay, still not touching any of the ribbons. Polka dots, stripes all the way. Polka dots, stripes. Sorry, Tammy, but I'm stripes. Oh, wow, okay, wow. Stripes are good. We got a good mix. I have a flamingo sign. What kind of ribbon should I use? Flamingo print or what? Pat, we're gonna be delivering. We're gonna be talking about that sort of thing in our wreath wish class. For sure. How to pair, how to match, how to pull ribbons, how to purchase, what you should be looking for. Flamingo ribbon would be a great start. Okay. Don't play with it. All right, my sign, now my mesh, what is it called? This thing? This. With my tails. So here are my longest part of my tails. I'm going to pull them right off the edge here. Right off the edge. What's a good plaid? Well, Kim, you're a girl after my own heart. Because I'm going to choose plaid. But I said stripes or polka dots. Because I'm with you. I'm going to pick plaid all day long. I'm going to pick plaid. Stripes or polka dots? Oh, yeah. Yeah, one of the things I asked the folks in the Wreath Witch class was to think about their favorite pattern. What their favorite pattern is. Because we're going to work that into class as well. And I didn't say what their customer's favorite is. I said what their favorite is. Well, okay, I think the polka dots might be winning at this point. I think the polka dots might be winning at this point. Stripes, then, since plaid has the same idea. Yeah. Yeah, I do like some polka dots. But I think lately the stripes have had my attention more than the polka dots. But the polka dots, for me personally, polka dots are definitely, still a crowd favorite. So that is, still in our still in our portfolio. Still in our, what is it called? Whatever it's called, I don't know. My words. Okay, now. Oh, Denise, I'm so sorry. Now we're going to pull apart all of our ribbons. Now we're going to pull apart and make sure everything has a place. Everything is in place. Nothing, to the best of our ability, is overlapping. This little guy here, I don't know if you can see that little tiny thing. I am going to just tuck it underneath this ribbon because our bow doesn't quite permit. Hey, Deb Smith, you're actually still watching us live, darling. It doesn't actually completely cover, and I want to hide that a little more than I can. So I'm gonna really tuck that underneath there. That should have been a really an easy question. I had to really think. Yeah, it does make you think. It does make you think, for sure. It does make you think. Which one is your favorite? Or which one would you like? Which one do you prefer? Stripes or polka dots? That's a legit question. Okay, so I'm going to make sure all my tails are you see what I just did here? I just kind of like twirl that out so that they're facing out, up, not kind of, tucked underneath. Like I just did that on purpose. I didn't do that on purpose. so that I can pick this up right off my table, walk right over to the camera, turn on the lights, and take the picture. Now again, I'm going to put this on the side so you can see, but this one is a little bit thicker than the pancake wreath. And I'm here for it. That mesh did a really good job with the curls. It looked really good. It does look really good. Love. Here we go. Super cute. Let me put it on its end. I'll turn it over so you can see there too. You can see my mess over there. Really cute kit. So a little bit thicker than the pancake, just curled up there. Super cute. It's on our 14-inch pancake wreath frame. Again, we put 12 twist ties in our frame, exactly where the notches tell us to. No more, no less, perfectly spaced. We added our mesh. We cut it 27 inches long today. A little bit different, giving us a little bit thicker feel. Totally okay. The mesh is a little thicker, so it was a little, not harder to work with, but, you got to pay attention a little bit more, especially for we're cutting it is a little bit longer. Then we added our ribbons. So we had a layer on the outside, a layer on the inside. The ribbons are 14 inches long. So we have two 2.5-inch ribbons. This was a kit. They're telling me it is sold out at the moment. So we did have a little bit left over, a little bit of mesh left over for this one. Usually there's a little bit more because with the kit you do also get the sign extender and the 10-inch frame. So typically if we're doing a pancake style, what's left you'll have enough for the 10-inch frame, but because we cut it a little bit longer, we didn't really have that. Anyway, so we put in our bottom mesh, we put in our bottom ribbon, we put in our top mesh, we put in our top ribbon, we made our bow, we prepped our sign at the very beginning, we attached our sign, we attached our bow. So quick, so easy. Awesome, Suzanne. Very, very good. I do add a hanger. I do want to encourage you on purpose, okay? I want to encourage you on purpose to not use the same color pipe cleaners for your hanger, okay? So I'm being very serious. Use something different. Use any different color. Let's use, well, that one's already twisted. Let's use the green. So I'm going to use green, all right? And what I do is here, I'll show you here. Here's what I do. Okay, here's what I do. I add, so underneath all here, so we have mesh on here, we have, let's pretend this is all decorated, okay? What I do is, which you can't see because all the stuff going on is in a good angle, but what I do is I find out where my center is, and I slide my pipe cleaner underneath, so between the mesh, okay, I slide it out, I pull it through, and then what I do is I twist it. Okay, oh, the rain's really coming down now. Twist it so that I have one big loop, okay? But now this is like picky. And so if I touch it, I'm even going to be, not saying nice words. So what I do is I make sure I slide it underneath. So remember, this is the top part. It's all decorated. So I slide it underneath so that that picky part is in between all the supplies. And then I pull this up really tight. Okay. And then I twist it here so that I can hang it from here. So this is the back. Okay, this is the back of your wreath. So there's no picky, pointy spots of that pipe cleaner. That pointy spot ends up in the center. And then they'll know, they can see it easily, like, oh, this is the way I'm supposed to hang it because the hanger is there. They can see it easily because it's a different color. Okay, so any color you have that's different usually than the mesh or what you kind of have going on, at least that's what I do. That's what I do if I'm paying attention and intentionally picking a pipe cleaner to go with it. But that's how I do it. Y'all, I appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. Let me just add that while we're, whoopsie. I appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. Again, our class starts on Monday. I'm super excited. I'm super excited to be, again, teaching you the way I do things. The way I do it. So many times you are like, you know, you pick out ribbon tails. Your ribbon tails are so good. Your ribbons match so good. Okay, well, that's what I'm going to teach you. How, you can see how I do it. You can see how I do it. I'm going to teach you why I do it that way. So I'm excited for the class. I am in my element when I'm teaching. I'm so excited. Just like creative coaching. I love teaching on Thursday nights. Like when I'm live here, I'm a little scatterbrained. You know, sometimes I'm scatterbrained in coaching too, but you know, when I go into a zone and I have a whole plan ready for you, like a couple Thursdays in a row now, I had a whole plan for the coaching group. And so I get a little zoned and I get real detailed about what we're learning, what we're teaching. So here we go. So I just added that to the back. Now it's very clear where you hang it, right? It doesn't blend in. It's something very different, and I do it on purpose. No one has ever complained, okay? No one has ever complained. It's fine. All right, and I don't even know how many wreaths I've sold. All right, darlings and dears, I'm done for today. I'm going to try to record one of the kits that are also sold out so I can get that uploaded into YouTube as well. Hopefully you'll see me tomorrow during the day. And believe me, she plans. I do, Evelyn, I do. Hey, listen, if I don't have a plan, just like, I mean, I had a plan today, but I can get really scatterbrained really easy. So if I've thought about the plan, if I've thought about the design, if I've thought about the lesson, sometimes in coaching, it's not maybe necessarily a huge design, but it's a really good lesson that goes with the design. So it's a mix. Anyway, wreathwish.com. I can't wait to see you guys in the class. There's homework in there already. I encourage you, if you've already joined, go in there, listen to the videos that are already in there, start those thought processes the way I kind of do it, and then I'm excited for class on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. If you have any questions, text me, and if not, I'll see you sometime tomorrow. Okie dokie? Good night, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I seen the first wreath you ever made. You showed it live once. Oh, was it a Christmas one? If it was the Christmas one, I still have the first Christmas one I ever made. Anyway, okay. Bye.